Johnny! Johnny! You want to come in? Come on. Come on, quit barking. Come inside. You make yourself tired? Oh, okay. Hi. Hi, hello, welcome. So I am making dog cookies today, and here's what happened. The moment I say I'm going to make dog cookies, my dog is, you can hear her. Let's just wait for her to knock on the door. The neighbor is having a handyman do work on their property, and my dog is enjoying barking. Like, that's the encouragement that you can get from a dog. Bark, bark, bark. You know the drill. Hi, I'm Cheryl Lynn. Welcome to the Cheryl Lynn Show, to our 12 days of Christmas. Homemade, easy, simple, basic ingredients, homemade treats and gifts that you can make. If I can do it, you can do it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. You know what we do. When we put our apron on, it's just like Mr. Rogers putting on his cardigan. He was going to start his show when he put on his cardigan, and I am going to start cooking for you. Now, this is the most basic, simple, easy recipes. I already have it measured out. You got 2 cups of flour. If you want to add oats, go ahead and add oats. You can. 1/2 cup of oats. You need 1 can of pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie spice. You want just plain pumpkin. This is for our pets, for your dogs. You know the one thing I haven't made? I've never made a cat treat. I'm not sure what that would look like. If you have, please let me know. And also, if you could, can you see? Hi, welcome everybody. Come on in. I've got 1 can of pumpkin. Look how soft it is. This is going to come together very easily. Oh, it's live, everybody. Now, this goes in. One egg. That was easy. This isn't a burn. It's a, hi, Joyce. It's a, hang on. I like to put about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. 1, 2. No salt, no spice, no nothing. Take a look what's in there. Remember, you can add oats if you like it, to add texture and chewiness. I personally don't have any oats, so what we've got is 2 cups of flour. Your choice. Do you want to use wheat? I've got all-purpose. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can use wheat flour if you like. Add oats, 1/2 cup if you want. But the most simple, 2 cups flour, 1 cup pumpkin, 1 cup or 2 tablespoons of, let's start mixing. 2 tablespoons of maple syrup just for a little sweetness. We can add a little water in if we need. We want to have a, I'm going to put a little bit, just a tad, till it gets working. So the oven is preheating. Hi, everybody. Welcome. The fun thing about, hi, Mark, your comment looks good. I would try some. Yes, people can eat these too. It's pumpkin, flour, a splash of water, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Add, if you want oats, look, so when I start talking, my hands stop moving. So hi, McDoodle over here on YouTube, TikTok. How are you guys doing? I am making homemade dog treats based with pumpkin. If you didn't see it at the beginning, this is what I'm using. Not pumpkin spice, not pumpkin pie seasoning, because we don't want that for the dogs. We just want good old-fashioned pumpkin. Put 1 egg. So technically, this would be a human cookie. It would be like a pumpkin cookie, but I'm not adding salt. I'm not adding spice. You decide for you. Hi, Rocket League. Do you want to make cookie drops? Do you want to roll it out? Do you want to... It's your treats. What does your dog like? I think for presentation, rolling out the dough by flouring your surface, using a rolling pin, smoothing it out, using a bone-shaped cookie cutter. I think that's a beautiful idea, especially for presentation. Personally, I'm here to tell you, I still do not own a rolling pin. I usually just flour like whatever can is around me and use that. Today, I'm going to just make drop cookies. I've got parchment paper. The oven has been preheating at 350. I have a horse lady. Oh, we were just sharing about, hi, William. How are you, friend? We were just sharing about that. It's so important, not pumpkin pie mix, that it's just good old-fashioned, whoops, plain pumpkin. And now I have a nice consistency here. Let me show you. Oh, I should really grab some gloves because I have a hang down. Hi, Mark. Oh, I don't know. Mark Arajo. I've got parchment paper down. And look at our nice dough. All right, who has a pet? Who has a dog? Do you have a little Chihuahua dog? You might want to go with making teaspoon-sized cookies. Ooh, the gloves are in the other room. Never. Okay, we're going in with our hands. Do you have a melon baller or a small ice cream scoop? That would be a good way. This dough has really nice consistency, you guys. Here we go. Parchment. Let me know that you can see. And so I am making like a drop style, about a tablespoon. We are going to get these in the oven. They will bake up fairly quickly. Now, hi, Feasible Chaos. How are you today? Oh, horse lady, what's your preference? And does your pet have any sensitivities? Because you could do basic all-purpose flour, wheat flour. I don't see a challenge with using an oat flour. Let's finish getting these cookies on. I put a drop on and I smoosh it down with just like that. Let me show you again. Got roughly a tablespoon. Dropping it down and then making sure you can see what I'm doing. I press it. Oh, I had too much on that one. Hold on. Too much. I didn't include it in mine, though you are able to add a half cup of oats. Does your dog like it? Does your dog like texture? My dog's a chewer. I don't know that she'll ever get a chance to. And actually, listen, you don't hear her barking anymore. Here we go. This should make roughly 24 cookies, drop style cookies. But if you press them down and rolled it out and did cookie cutter shapes, I don't know that my dog would notice the cookie cutter. Here we go. Leaving about 2 inches between each, or 2 fingers, between each cookie that I've dropped down on the sheet. I will probably get that second sheet ready to go into the oven while this one is baking. I think there's room right here. Hold on. Let's squish some on here. Honey Bell, are you on the res? When you're on the res, everybody is your tia or your auntie. And Honey Bell, I am, I've done it now. Hold on. Okay. Ba-do-ba-boo, da-do. I forced it. Okay. I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. I have the most simple, oh my gosh, sorry. I was busy loading these on. I didn't see the chat. And I'm going to put this into the oven. It's been preheating 350 degrees. These are so simple. This could be for your own dog, your neighbor dog, your shelter dog. Stand by, going in the oven. Hi. Okay, set the timer. Oh. Okay. While that's in there, I'm going to go ahead and pull out another pan. Honey Bell, thank you for asking. I am making homemade dog cookies. Hello, TikTok. Thank you for all of those. Hey from Georgia. Hello from Arizona. We're having another hot winter day. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the likes. Hello, Guy. Hello, Miss Stacy. Crafting with Kay, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Pamela, Miss Margie. So today we are doing really basic. If you want to write it down, we're doing really simple, basic dog cookies in our 12 days of Christmas, making homemade treats and gifts. Measure it. That'll work. Let's make something for our pets. Let's make something for our fur family. If anybody has a recipe for your cat, please let me know. I don't have a cat treat recipe, and I have a persnickety cat. All right, let's go ahead and fill this up. The recipe, again, so simple. Who has a Humane Society dog shelter? Who has a senior citizen neighbor that has a pet, and you could make some? Why I want to make my own pet treats is because I made them today. They haven't been on a store shelf from overseas for a month, for a year. I make my own. Are you ready? 2 cups flour. If you want, add a 1/2 cup of oats for texture. I don't eat oatmeal. I don't have any oats. 1 can, and this is a 15-ounce can. You guys, if yours is the little bit bigger can, it's okay. Add more flour. If it's too soupy to kind of like hold together, add a little more flour. It'll be fine. 2 cups flour, 1 cup pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix. Then add 1 egg. Splash of water if you need. I like to add a little bit of maple syrup, just a splash. Then into the oven. Do you hear my dog? Let me know in the comments. Can you hear her? Yeah. Okay. Dropping roughly a tablespoon on and smashing it. By the way, I am all for flouring the surface. Can you hear my dog? All about flouring the surface, rolling it out, cutting it with a cookie cutter in fun shapes. We're not doing that today, but I love the idea. And I love the idea. And who, raise your hand. Do you have eggs and flour in your house? Maybe you have maple syrup. Maybe you have oats. Listen to my dog. I like the pumpkin. So I'm making these, some for my dog, but my dog goes to daycare and boarding, and I want to make some for that family because they are the best. They are the best boarders. They treat all the dogs like family. And I want to show you one thing. So I have a large dog, and I'm making these big tablespoon blops of cookies. If you have, hi Michael, how are you, friend? You have a little dog, would you consider making teaspoon or half teaspoon? It will, oh Mark, can you just wait? Would you stay with me, Mark, just for a few minutes, and I will show you the finished. It's got 7 minutes to go. So that is why maybe you make half the size if you have a little dog. So, hi, Michael. Thank you so much, Mama. Welcome in. I have a large dog, and some of these are for my dog. Some are for the boarding. He's a border collie. So let me go ahead and smash these down. They're just basic drops, you guys. Feel like Christmas is next week. Are you ready? No. So I'm still making some gifts. One thing that we're going to finish up this week is we are going to open up the homemade apple cider vinegar I started it 2 months ago, and I can hardly wait to bottle it to give as gifts. As you know, if you didn't know, oh, how about that? Apologies. I didn't mean to be so assuming. Bragg's apple cider vinegar sold to another company that partially is owned by Katy Perry, the singer, and Jeff Bezos. Well, amen. So ever since they bought the brand, the product is different. And you know what, friends? The price went up. Okay, I see ya. How about this? Make your own. The interesting thing is that it's so simple, it just takes time. It takes apple peels, apple cores, a little bit of sugar, a splash of apple cider vinegar, and time. That's all. I got a big dog. If you have a little dog, or if you have an older dog who has dental issues, I would undercook it by a minute or two so that it stays soft. They're a century, but not a century, like the 80s, 90s, there was a brand of cookie called Soft Batch. We want to try and get that. Actually, thank you for, hey, TikTok. Mark asked on YouTube, are you going to put anything on top after finished baking? Like maybe a glaze? No, I wasn't planning to. Though I was thinking about making this recipe with beef broth. Like something to give it kind of a pumpkin beef flavor, but I didn't get that far today. I'm actually on a little late. I'm so sorry. Do you remember A Little Late with Lily from YouTube? It's just one thing after another, but we're here together now. I have a little left over. Meow. These are good. These are good. I'm interested to see what they look like too. Now, okay. I am going to taste it. Not a lot of flavor. Maybe that's because I'm a human. I'm not scared of that raw egg. Okay, well, I have some thoughts on that. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Susie and Little Bits, for coming on in and joining here on YouTube. What we're making is, look at that. I've got another pan ready to go in. These are simple homemade dog cookies, and there's a couple of ways to package it to give to somebody. One, just a plastic tub full of the cookies, maybe in a cello bag. Two, just put them in your paper bag or put them in your Ziploc bag. There's a couple of different ways you could package it and make it pretty. Mark, I've got it at 350. 350 for 12 minutes and then to check it. I have a hot oven. So I put mine in at 11. I'm going to give it a quick check now. Welcome in, everybody. Does anybody have a recipe for cat treats? I have a picky cat. Doesn't really, he likes treats, but not really. My dog does like treats, likes cookies, really likes a beef bone. Simple, fast. Now you watched me put it together and we're just about 20 minutes into our live. So within 20 to 30 minutes, you too could have these cookies ready. And please think, maybe it's for your own dog. Maybe it's for your neighbor dog, your shelter dog. Maybe it's for who do you board with? Do you want to take some to your vet? Where do you have neighbors that they have dogs that you could have for them? Where I live, the coyotes might like a cookie. I'm going to grab a hot pad and let's take a look at these cookies. And we're baking 350 for 12 minutes. Oh, it's almost time. If you could, if you have another dog cookie recipe or something, drop it. Give me a comment or message. I would love to make something else. And I love the question about how could we finish this, because Mark, I'm wondering if melted beef tallow as like a drizzle, that could be delicious, beefy. And I don't know. These are going to go into the oven. Let me get the screen out. And we'll put that up here and see what they look like and let them cool. What do you think? Would you guys make homemade dog cookies? I'm liking it. I think it's fun and healthy. And I said it at the beginning, in case you didn't hear it. As much as I love fresh dog treats, especially when you ever go into Petco? It's Petco or PetSmart, and they have a dog treat bar. I don't know how old those treats are or whose hand has gone in those treats. Okay, here we go. Coming. Whee. Okay, hot. But that was simple, easy. Hello to everybody joining on TikTok. Thanks for joining with me today. TikTok, I put a post on my For You page, the personal page. And if we're not friends on YouTube, it's the same name. Hi, YouTube. It's at The Sherilyn Show right here next door on the YouTubes. And then if you don't like the YouTube, but you use X or Twitter, it's just my name, at Sherilyn. I just want to make sure no matter what happens, TikTok, anything could happen. YouTube, you guys are going to be fine. Whatever happens, TikTok, I just want to still be able to have connection and community with everyone. Now, here we go. Wait, ow, ow. Oh, it's hot. Okay, this is what it looks like finished. It is definitely, that's hot, you guys. That's hot. Not like, what's that sweet girl? Always wears pink, has a chihuahua. What's her name? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Paris Hilton has the chihuahua dogs. I have a big dog. You know what, Mark? You're right. These would be prettier if they had like a little glaze on top. And I think if I was going to make a glaze, I had to go to town in just a few minutes, but I wanted to make sure I shared this, that if I did make a glaze or added something on top. Oh, Mark, you know what else we could do on top of the cookie? Who has some organic beef jerky that maybe you could put the glaze on, melt some beef tallow, a little schmutz, and then some bacon bits or chopped up jerky. So it kind of had like a sprinkle, but it would be jerky or bacon. Anywho, these need to cool, but they're beautiful and simple. And I was actually going to break this one open for you. It's kind of hot. Ooh, look at, oh, it's steamy. This is what the inside looks like. Oy. Let me show you something. And this was another passion about why to show this to you today. And it's so simple. Michael, thank you for the likes. My dog has been opening up this calendar. I open it for the dog. But let me show you. So you got all of these boxes. It's an advent, but here's what the big fuss was about. And that is, hold on. This is what the treat looks like inside the dog advent calendar. And this is what our homemade cookie looks like. But here's what I'm driving at. Yes, the dog calendar, dog advent calendar, made in the USA, says it's, you know, decent ingredients, but it's just hard. I don't know. My dog likes opening it, but she's not really liking the treats. So we made something that looks very similar. I think this is me. Wasn't too bada boom, bada bing. I have that last tray in there. I might just cook that for her and put it with her kibble. Raise your hands, my friend, if this was helpful. Easy. 2 cups flour, your choice. If you want, add a half cup of rolled oats. I enjoy a splash of maple syrup. 1 can of pumpkin. And here's what's 100% pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie spice. Bada boom, bada bing, friends. I hope you make these. If you have a dog cookie recipe that you like, would you leave it in the comments or give me a message? I would love to expand this. I have been making this for my dog, my dog's friends, my vet, my neighbor's dog. I have been making these for so long. You know what, Mark? That's an excellent question. I want to say it out loud for TikTok too. TikTok, Mark is asking on YouTube, do these get hard? No, not that I haven't made them in a year. I make them at Christmas. I don't recall them ever getting hard. I think they stay this texture all the time. Now, Mark, you've asked an excellent question. Does the cookie get hard? In my house with my dog, they never last more than 2 days. Okay, I have a big dog. She'll eat 2 or 3 at a time. Well, okay, let me correct myself, Mark. I tend to feed her 2 to 3 cookies at a time. You know, we're just enjoying. Thank you, Mark, for asking. Can I follow up? I will keep one out. I have a small one right here. Oh, that's just perfection. I'll keep a small one out. It's going in the windowsill. Let me see if she'll come inside. Would you just, let me say hi to everybody. Welcome, come on in. Hello, TikTok. How are you, friends? I think she's right there. And maybe she doesn't want to come in because she's got the neighbors, got the worker over there. Let me see if she'll come in and eat a cookie for you. Let me see. I'll be right there. Jelly? Yeah, come inside. Come on. Zale. Zale, come here. Come here. Can you see her? Hi. Can you guys see the dog? I hope you can. Did you hear her? Ready? Here we go. Mama, 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 mama. All right, she ate it. I don't know if you can see her. Simple, easy. Michael, I appreciate you sharing those. I hope you guys make these. And understand, with that basic recipe, if you were making that cookie for you and you did the same thing, like first you make a batch for the dog. Jelly, would you like another? This is how, Mark, can you hear? It's good, huh, honey? So this is how my cookies, we go through so many so quickly because I tend to, spoiler. Mark, I've got one in the window. We'll see in a day or two, 2 days. If it's, wait. Sunday. And now she sat down. So now she's a good girl. I gotta give her some more. I hope you make these, whether you're making them for your own dog, your neighbor dog, your shelter dog, your rescue dog. I bet if you have a private rescue in your area, they would love to get a batch of these for their animals. Michael, thank you so much for that share. I appreciate that. Now, our next 12 days of Christmas recipe is going to be lemon bars. I was planning to do lemon bars today, though I got a package sent to me and I have to sign for it at the mail place, at the post office. So I actually have to get up there before they close, and we'll see how it goes. I think that I will make a stack like this and put them in a pretty cello bag, just like that, and give them to our dog boarding facility because they're the best couple ever, and they're always treating my dog like it's their own. And as you can see, my dog will just sit here and eat and eat. So I have to limit them. This recipe is 2 cups flour, 1 egg, 1 can of 100% pumpkin pie. Not oh yes ma'am, I'll give you another cookie. Not pumpkin spice, just plain 100% puree pumpkin. I add maple syrup, no salt, no spice. There is mention on the internet that you could put cinnamon in the cookie a little bit, like a 1/4 teaspoon, because it's good for joints and inflammation. And I thought, I'm just not risking it. I don't put any cinnamon in mine. I never have. I've been making this recipe 4 years. I'm going to take a taste. The raw dough was kind of gross. The cookie is nice. It's very mild. There you go, friends. 12 days of Christmas. Today is easy homemade dog cookies. Make them for your dog. Make them for your neighbors, your shelter, your vet. If you wanted to turn this into a dough for yourself, you could just very easily add sugar or chocolate chips or cinnamon and nutmeg. We've got just 2 minutes left on that. Yes, ma'am. Oh, my girl. Do you see how these go so fast? We've got just a little bit of time, 2 minutes left on our final batch. Yes, ma'am. Always makes me feel good when my dog likes my cooking. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off, and I'll just bake that last bit. I'll just bake it. Ooh, almost time. Meow. Do you guys... Hi, Shannon. Welcome. Let's make some small ones. And then I'm just going to press it out. Easy. So this next batch are little bites. Can you see that? Hold on. Oh, my fingers are sticky. Little bites for a little dog. I'll give those little smaller sizes with the bag that's going to my boarding. All right. It's time to switch them out. Oh, Miss Jelly. Miss Jelly, do you need one more bite? Okay, this is how the dog, she's a little heavy. Why aren't we all? Hi, welcome, Teresa. Okay, let's switch out. Final batch goes in. I'm getting this next batch out. Look at those. All right, I'm setting the timer again. And we're at it. These are super hot, fresh out of the oven. Look at that. Mark, I love that you asked you top it with anything. Not usually, but I love the idea of putting a little beef tallow or adding on top of that. I think before you bake these, you could maybe add a little bit of bacon crumble, bacon fat, something to add a little more flavor. Hi, Tina. How are you, friend? How are you? I'm glad to see you. YouTube, there's Tina's visiting. Now, are you having weather? Are you having snow? I hope you are. You guys, I'm in Arizona. I just wear this sweater because I want to have sweater weather. But even with the oven on, it's really hot. And we're having another like mid 70s day, like winter. We're having a warm winter. Farmer's Almanac said that we would. Farmer's Almanac said that Arizona would have a warm, mild winter. And I'm like, I didn't order. Oh, no snow. Well, hopefully you do get some. Tina, we had the hottest summer ever. And then to not have like a cold winter, I'm like, maybe next month. Maybe next month. Let me show you. This is so simple. I can do it. You can do it. I think total tops 30 minutes from the time you throw all your ingredients together in a bowl, whip it up, put your parchment paper down. That's that final simple dog pumpkin cookies. You can make them smaller for your little dogs, big for your big dogs. As we have been talking, my dog is down here just like licking my boot, wanting a little bit more. I said, okay, she likes them. No spice, no salt, nothing. This is super easy. YouTube, I will add the recipe in the description. And you guys, I've never figured out how to add it back into the description of the live. So thank you for joining me. This is easy. This is just one more tip from the 12 days of Christmas that you can have an easy, homemade, simple, natural, healthy treat. And this one's for your dog. And you could make it with a little bit of sugar for you. Hi, Rob. How are you? Hold on. I'm just going to sign out of YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this 12 days of Christmas series of homemade treats and gifts really helps you look around your house and say, I can make that and gift it. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. I will go back into YouTube and put the recipe in the description, but 2 cups flour, 2 tablespoons maple, 1 egg, splash of water. You can do it. It's so easy. Thanks for watching. I'm Sherilyn, and this is the Sherilyn Show. Remember, good night, YouTube. Well, it's time to go. Boom, 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 boom. Good night, YouTube. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, YouTube. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.